Top of the morning, guys. As you can no doubt tell from my get up here, we're here to celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
No, non celebriamo San Patrizio.
I thought we were doing a video on St. Patrick's Day. I thought you said we were doing the Saint's Day.
Sì, per Santo, però San Giuseppe, non San Patrizio.
Then why did you let me buy this stuff?
Non lo so, però pensavo volessi sembrare uno stupido.
So help me God, I will find a way to make this costume work in this video. Okay, changing gears. San Giuseppe Day. La Festa di San Giuseppe, is that what you would say? St. Joseph's Day. Joseph, of course, was the father, sort of Jesus. And so in Italy, San Giuseppe Day is like Father's Day. And like every Italian holiday, it comes with a special unique food that's served just then. In this case, Zeppole di San Giuseppe. They're a very striking and famous pastry, and you'll see them all over Italy, but just around this time of year, around San Giuseppe Day. So Ava's gonna make them today, not once, but twice. She's gonna make the more traditional fried version, but then also show us how to make a simpler baked version.
The first thing that you need to do when you're making your Zeppole di San Giuseppe is the custard. And what we need for our custard: milk, sugar, cornstarch, lemon, vanilla, and eggs. We start with heating the milk with some lemon zest and try to take just the yellow part of it. I'm going to use some, how do you call this?
Vanilla.
Baccello di vaniglia.
Vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean. If you don't have, feel free to use also the vanilla extract. We only need the egg yolks, so I don't know, you can use the egg white to make some pasta di mandorla, to make a frittata. Actually, you could use the egg whites also to make fresh pasta.
You can make fresh pasta with egg whites?
See, it's like it tastes the same, no, but if you don't want to waste the egg whites, you can use them. While the milk is heating up, we are going to mix in a small pot the egg yolks with some sugar and with some cornstarch. At this stage, it's very important that you mix all them with a whisk, because we don't want to create some clumps. You whisk very, very well until all the sugar and the cornstarch is incorporated. We need the milk to be very hot, which means at the moment in which it starts to boil. And now we need to filter our milk. Mix to dissolve the mixture of egg yolk, cornstarch and sugar into the warm hot milk. And then we can start cooking our custard on a very low heat until the custard is thick. And also here is very important that with a whisk you keep stirring, otherwise you will end up having a separation between the dense part and the liquid part. Now we cover the custard with a piece of plastic paper, and be sure that the plastic paper goes in contact, touch the custard, because this is the way in which we will avoid to create a sort of skin to our custard. Actually, I like, because I can take out with a spoon and eat, but most of the people, they don't like. Now we let it completely cool down and then we put in the fridge. And because we need a very cold custard, yesterday I made here another batch. The dough for our Zeppole di San Giuseppe is basically a pâte chaud. And what we need to make it: flour, butter, water, eggs, and just a pinch of salt. We start with pouring the water in a pot. We add the butter. What we are looking for at this stage is that the butter melts into the water. Once the butter melts, we add just a pinch of salt. When the water starts to bubble, we stir in all the flour. You understand that your dough is ready when it starts to create what we call in Italy patina at the bottom of your pot, like this. And we transfer this primitive dough in a cold bowl. At this point, we need to let it cool down a little bit. And then we are going to add all our eggs. We will add 3 whole eggs plus 1 egg yolk. And it's very, very important that when you add the eggs, you do one at a time. And before you add the second one, you need to be sure that the first one is well incorporated. To form the zeppole, we need a piping bag. We form the zeppole on the parchment paper because in this way it will be much easier for us to fry them. We need to do before a circle. And then we had another one. Now it's time to fry them. The oil needs to be around 160-165 degrees Celsius. We don't want a very hot oil, otherwise our zeppole will just burn. And very gentle, we place this into the oil.
You put the paper in?
See, because now the paper will...
Whoa!
It will do this. And now is the time to decorate our zeppole. And what we are going to use is the custard and most this. These are cherries under syrup. They are very easy to be found here in US. So we put a link down below, but we found them pretty much everywhere. They are very good, not just on zeppole, but everywhere. They close them very well. Maybe too well.
Do you need a hand?
No, maybe I can do. Okay. One thing that is very important, don't mess up. I would say to not confuse these with maraschino cherries because they are two different things.
Wait, can I try one? I've never had these.
Never?
No. Oh yeah, they're like, kind of like sour black cherries. Now that you see how cool these look, you can understand how absolutely crazy it is that all the times I've seen these in pasticcerie windows in Italy, I've never actually stopped to have one.
They look very good. And they look very, how do you say appetizing.
Appetizing?
Yes,
I thought you were gonna
it's-
go scrumptious.
Scrumptious. Now, scrumptious I can tell after I bite into them. Now, we made the normal size, but you can make also them smaller or you can make them bigger.
This bigger?
This is like one big Zeppole di San Giuseppe.
Can we dig in?
Absolutely.
Buon
Buon
appetito. Wait, I need a bite with a cherry. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yes, they're messy, but they're good.
They're really, really good. I can't believe I've never had one of these.
They are, I don't know, in my opinion, perfect because it's like they are not too sweet though. Because the sweetness comes just from the custard. Because the dough by itself, it hasn't sugar.
What I actually like the most probably is the combination of the cherries and the custard. Because the cherries have that acidity and that tartness that kind of just cuts through that dairy, eggy custard taste.
Not troppo buono.
Not to mention the extremely light and fluffy dough. But I'm curious how the baked version, which is obviously probably much easier and more accessible for a lot of home cooks to make, I'm curious how that compares to the fried version. So I want you to show me that, but I have a request. Because I bought not only a silly costume for myself, but also a silly costume for you, and I would really like to put them to use. Can you show us the technique for the baked version, but instead of making a Zeppole di San Giuseppe, can you make a Zeppole di San Patrizio?
Va bene, Arpe. Zeppole di San Patrizio.
I told you I'd bring it back. I told you.
For our Zeppole di San Patrizio, the custard is pretty much the same, with just one exception. We are not going to use lemon, but we are going to use this one, because this is Irish. It makes it an Irish Zeppole. For the baked version, the dough is the same, which means that we are going to use the same ingredient. The only difference is that for the baked version, we need a little bit more butter. Let's be honest, you don't want to fry, you need to add fat in some way. We bake them at 400 Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. Then we will cook for further 5 minutes more, but we need to leave the door of the oven a little bit open.
So I take it no, what are they called?
Amarene, Harper.
I take it no amarene cherries.
No, per San Patrizio, for St. Patrick, we use walnuts. And I feel that walnuts are more Irish than
I was just about to ask, are walnuts very Irish? I don't know.
I don't know if in Ireland they have walnuts. So if some Irish friend want to tell us if you have walnuts, we appreciate.
Zeppole di San Patrizio.
Zeppole di San Patrizio. Did they put enough sugar on the side? I don't see.
Yeah, it looks good. All right, let's try them.
See, Harper.
But you need to get into costume.
Well,
You look good.
more Irish than this, I don't know.
San Patrizio would be proud.
I know, St. Patrick's, help me, please.
Should we try his newly invented Zeppole?
See, but I'm some trouble with many of these.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Let's
Here, you can just...
Let's make a sacrifice for St. Patrick. San Patrizio deserve Zeppola.
Boy, did he get one.
Buon appetito!
Buon appetito.
Now, when you make a Zeppola big like that, what you can do actually is also stuffed inside.
Oh, put the stuffing inside?
See, you open, you put the stuffing inside.
The dough is actually surprisingly light and fluffy. I thought it wouldn't really compare to the fried one.
No, the dough is amazing. And let's talk about
The custard?
the amazing Irish custard. The amazing Irish custard.
The Bailey's custard
Oh my
is
God.
very good. This is actually an excellent invention. Well done, lass. There you go.
They are so good. Got my...
Ava, you're glowing. Guys, thank you for tuning in this St. Patrick's Day. We hope you enjoyed learning how Zeppole di San Giuseppe and also Zeppole di San Patrizio are made. We'll put the recipe for the Zeppole down below, including, if you want to, how to make the Bailey's custard. Before we go, a quick shout out to a pasta grammarian who made uova in trippa.
Did a great job.
That's a very cool dish that Ava showed in a recent video where you kind of make an omelet, cut it into slices, and then cook those slices as if they were tripe in a tomato sauce. Anyway, it's a cool dish. If you want to become a pasta grammarian, just hit that subscribe button, follow us on social media @PastaGrammar, and tag us there in a picture if you try any of the recipes. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Ciao.
I kind of like this look.
You like it? It kind of suits you.
I'm the tallest leprechaun. Leprechaun.
Leprechaun?
I don't know, we say leprechaun, the tallest leprechaun in the world.
I don't know, leprechauns might be taller than you. I love you.